a recalibration of NetEase's global strategy due to geopolitical risks. That's one hell of a thing to say about gaming. We're not talking about nuclear missiles, we're not talking about like energy dependency, we're not talking about any like rare earth or anything. We're talking about freaking video games. So this entire situation just blindsided me. I did not know that GW had it in them to make another 40k MMO after Eternal Crusade, but here we are. And it looks like it just got aborted. So it says here, Warhammer 40k MMO cancelled by Marvel Rivals publisher. And I could be wrong, is it Marvel Rivals who is owned by Tencent? Or something like that, I don't know. So I feel like there could be like a lot of reasons going into this, but let's see what the article actually says because this is quite interesting. And sorry guys for the flashbang, the website literally, like GameSpot is like run by boomers apparently. Near the beginning of November, what the hell happened? Sorry about that. Near the beginning of November, word broke out that Marvel Rivals publisher NetEase had shut down Fantastic Pixel Castle. The studio founded by former World of Warcraft... Bro! What were they trying to do? Former World of Warcraft lead system designer Greg Street that was working on an MMORPG called Ghost. Well, I guess it's dead now, so the name is appropriate. Now, NetEase has shut down another developer and ended work on a Warhammer 40k MMO as well. Okay, so Ghost was not the actual project name. It would be pretty, yeah, apt, right? So, as reported by massively overpowered this is hell for dyslexia, man. Calculated Games, NetEase's first-party studio behind the Warhammer 40k MMO is being closed, and its game has been cancelled. I wish I could have seen like what the game was going to look like. If it looked anything like Space Marine 2, it would have been really awesome. The news was confirmed in a statement by studio head Jack Amrat. I'm here to share a note that after 3.5 years working with NetEase Games as a first-party studio, our partnership would be coming to an end, wrote Amrat in a statement. As we navigate this transition, our talented team members will be exploring new opportunities. If you're hiring, please... Nah, I'm just kidding. If you're looking for passionate... Oh shit, that's actually what he's saying. If you're looking for passionate, creative professionals who bring excellence and collaboration to everything they do, please don't hesitate to reach out. Yeah, that's really sad to see. I actually wonder what the previous projects they've worked on are. I haven't really heard of this studio. I haven't heard of this studio at all. It hurts, bro. It sounded like they had a lot of good devs with MMO experience. Yeah, they had like a World of Warcraft lead system designer, Greg Street. Now, it really depends on... This really depends on like whether it's classic WoW, which is, you know, the good WoW, or if it's the, you know, the, not so, you know, everything after Cataclysm was kind of shit, to be honest. I think Cataclysm itself was already controversial enough. I think everything afterwards, maybe except for Legion. I think Legion was one of the good ones. I actually went back to World of Warcraft just for Legion after Classic. And then after that, I was just like, yeah, this is kind of not very good. And I never touched the game again. They always end up the way of the dodo, with FF14 being the exception. Anyways, let's keep going. NetEase previously laid off Marvel Rivals' US-based development team despite the game's continued success since its launch in 2024. I wonder why. I wonder why. Why would you lay off the US-based development team despite the game's continued success since its launch in 2024? Gee. And you have to wonder, right? They removed an entire branch. So this branch is not like... Sorry about that. This branch is not like a marketing team or some like random bullcrap. This is an actual development team. And you have to remember that Marvel Rivals is still going on pretty strong right now. So it's almost like when Elon Musk, when he removed the like 80% of Twitter and is still floating. It kind of gives off that impression, doesn't it? Anyways, A report at the time called the move a recalibration of NetEase's global strategy due to geopolitical risks. That's one hell of a thing to say about gaming. Like geopolitical risks. And we're talking about video games. We're not talking about nuclear missiles, we're not talking about like energy dependency, we're not talking about any like rare earth or anything. We're talking about freaking video games. The Witcher 3 director Conrad, I am not pronouncing this, Thomas Kiewitz. I am so sorry. Upcoming vampire game, The Blood of Dawnwalker, won't be affected by NetEase's cutbacks, according to the game studio Rebel Wolves. I'm really happy to hear that because that game looks absolutely great. A separate Warhammer 40k RPG was cancelled by Games Workshop in Nixon. Oh, Nixon. In early January 2025, but that franchise is far from finished. Amazon is still producing a live-action Warhammer 40k series for Prime Video, but the show may still be years away. A new game, Warhammer Survivors, was announced earlier this month, sorry, dyslexia again. Now, Warhammer Survivors is nothing like an MMO. Warhammer Survivors is like a copy of like a lightning in the bottle. If you play Vampire Survivors, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's basically another pixel art game. No, actually it will look worse than Bolt Gun. Yeah, Bolt Gun's graphics is already really basic. This will be even more basic. And it's just basically them saying, hey, this looks like a good template. What if we put our brand over it? People will like it, and I'll be real, when it comes out, I'll probably play the game. I'll probably play the game, like, what the fuck, man. Like, I wanted to play Vampire Survivors anyways. It's one of those games I always wanted to try, so, you know what, just splash that Warhammer in, just pump that Warhammer in, and we'll see how good that game is. Now, it'll be really funny because Vampire Survivors has, like, a winning formula. It'll be really funny if the winning formula is there and they still fuck it up. So, let's see. Oh yeah. And how expensive is Warhammer Survivors going to be? Because Vampire Survivors was like $2. It was honestly $2. They added in some like DLC. I think it's now $14. Honestly, it's great value. And so I wonder if like GW is going to sell this off as like $20 game or $30 game. Like who knows without license, right? Poland swallowing vocals. Napoleon having a stroke while coming up with names. It's a Vampire Survivors clone. Yeah, I wonder how much it's going to be. And so I feel like if you're going to scrap an MMO and then be like, hey, it's not a big deal that, you know, a deal with Nixon fell through, and then, hey, you know, this kind of fucked up again as well, but we got Warhammer Survivors at least. Hey, yo. I mean, it's not very equivalent. So I'm really interested to see what actually fell through. Maybe the licensing or like maybe it was the revenue split or something due to the license. Or it could just be like the game being not very good, to be honest. But then again, we got Regicide and a lot of slop Warhammer games, so I don't think GW really cares about the quality that much. Who knows? Yeah, we can only speculate right now. Yeah, and you know what that's about? Let's read the comments as well. Warhammer 40k is one of those IP/worlds perfect for a MMO. I was thinking it would be amazing for factions to be Primarchs. The thing is that sometimes stories do not translate to gameplay very well, and we kind of see that with Space Marine 2. Like playing as an actual Space Marine, giving you like an actual Space Marine experience is not very balanced, but at the same time, it's a PvE game. They could have done a lot more, but like as an MMO, you can be more worried about balance. Like people will bitch a lot. So, who knows? And what's this bummer? Yeah, that's a bummer. I think either way, we would have been interested to see how it would have came out. Yeah, so that's about it for this one.